It's a problem that many of us women share, being diagnosed with uterine fibroids, non-cancerous tumors that in some cases can be debilitating. Back in June, after consultations with several doctors, I learned my health was in jeopardy. And today I'm sharing my very candid and raw journey to get rid of my fibroids and get my life back. Good morning to everyone at home. I'm Sharon Lawson. Good morning to everyone. I'm Sharon Lawson. And I'm Sharon Lawson.
As a TV personality, there's always an expectation to be on. But for me, there was something going on behind the smile.
Coming up on Good Day Atlanta.
While on air, it was increasingly difficult to hide my internal battle with uterine fibroids. I had almost 20 fibroids wreaking war on my body. The call to face this could no longer be ignored.
You know, a normal uterus is about 6 centimeters. Your uterus was about 16 centimeters.
My symptoms included excruciating pelvic pain, constant pressure, anemia due to a heavy menstrual cycle, and an enlarged uterus. How did it come to this? Like so many women, I'd put everything and everyone before my self-care and well-being. Not long after my amazing, joyful wedding, my mother suffered a massive stroke. I then got this dream job here at Fox 5 Atlanta. And then I endured the loss of both of my parents in the same heartbreaking year. The swings in those 2 years sent me from euphoria to depression. I was stuck thinking I had to fix things alone. Many of you viewers on my Facebook page have shared how common this feeling is, this narrative of suffering in silence. Determined to make sure I got the best care, my husband Chris found one of the best OBGYNs in Atlanta.
So has anyone called?
Dr. Mike Randall specializes in non-invasive removal of fibroids. With his help, I was able to once and for all be rid of this years-long pain without major surgery.
This is the size of the incision. This is immediately after the surgery.
Just 3 tiny incisions. The entire procedure was videotaped. I went through a Da Vinci robotic partial hysterectomy to remove my fibroids and uterus while keeping my ovaries to prevent early menopause. A definitive solution to my growing medical issue. Dr. Randall has been an OB-GYN for almost 3 decades, but this innovative high-tech procedure to remove fibroids laparoscopically through robotic surgery started in 2007.
Not only could I do it for myomectomies, I could do it for hysterectomies, I can do it for tubal reversal surgery, I can do it for endometriosis. So pretty much everything I do as a gynecological surgeon, I'm able to do minimally invasively and do it better with the use of the robot.
How does he do it?
So these go into your abdomen, and then the instruments go through the trocars into your body, and then the instruments are attached to the robot. And then I'm in the corner of the room using the console to control these instruments.
And you said that my case was a complex case. How so?
So your case was complex because of the size of your uterus. You also had multiple fibroids, and where these fibroids were located made it difficult to get to the areas that we need to get to in order to prevent blood loss. So we're sealing vessels along the way when we're doing the surgery. And then the other issue is that because you've never had children, removing the uterus when we're done with the operation is complicated because you don't have the laxity of the ligaments.
An estimated 70% of women suffer from fibroids, and the prevalence rate is 2 to 3 times higher in black women compared to whites. But Dr. Randall says there's no need to endure a lifetime of pain and the debilitating effects from fibroids.
Absolutely not. Women should not be suffering, and a lot of women are suffering in silence.
No longer suffering in silence. I wouldn't have come this far without my faith and my supportive village. Gets me emotional. But I realize now that my journey to self-healing started with me taking the first step to be okay with self-care and allowing others to help me. I'm grateful for them, my doctor, the medical team, and you at home for your support during my recovery. Natalie, I gotta tell you, thank God I'm feeling healthier than I've ever felt in a long time.
Sharon, you are just so amazing, and it's just an honor to know you. You're so strong to share that story with all of us. The vulnerability and transparency truly will save so much lives and bring so much comfort to other women going through this who may not even know about this. And before we move on, I know your doctor said your case was unusual, Sharon. Have you learned that every case is different?
Well, yeah, every case is unique. So Many doctors will tell you to make sure that you speak to your OB-GYN, possibly get a second, third opinion, which was my case, but I feel that I did the right thing by doing minimally invasive surgery. As you saw right there, I mean, after the surgery, I was up and walking. So it was unbelievable. Still, when I look at that footage, I can't believe everything that happened. And I don't like to be vulnerable. That's probably why I'm crying too. But I realized that this was so important. It wasn't just about me. It was bigger than me. There are so many women out there who are trying to figure out what to do. And I'm hoping that by telling my story, it will allow them to probably make the decision that will help change their lives for the better.
You gave us chills, Sharon. We love you so much, and we're just so glad that you're okay.
And thanks to everyone at home. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement and your prayers.